City Council meeting for September 22nd, 2022, 6:20 PM. Madam Roll Call. Walter, I don't think the microphone is working.
Mayor Ronnie Silver, Chairperson Kashamba Miller Anderson,
Present.
Chair Pro Tem Shirley Lanier,
Here.
Councilperson Chadwick McCoy, Councilperson Julia Botel, Councilperson Douglas Lawson,
Here.
City Manager Jonathan Evans,
Present.
City Clerk Claudine Anthony is present, City Attorney Don Nguyen.
Here.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Right, we'll have a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilman Lawson.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have any additions, deletions, or substitutions?
None from staff, Madam Chair.
Have a motion to, I'm sorry, any disclosures by council?
None.
Adopt,
None, Madam Chair. None.
motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Councilperson Lawson,
Yes.
Pro Tem Lanier,
Yes.
Chair Miller Anderson.
Yes.
Motion approved.
So we don't have any consent, so item number 8A.
Ordinance number 4203, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Riviera Beach, Palm Beach County, Florida, fixing the adjusted tax valuation of real property located within the corporate limits of the city, levying a tax on real property and tangible business personal property located within the corporate limits of the city for the fiscal year beginning on October 1st, 2022, and ending on September 30th, 2023, fixing the millage rate of 8.3500 mills thereon for said year, that the millage rate of 8.3500 is 9.82% higher than the rollback rate of 7.6033, providing a severability clause, and providing for an effective date. Madam Chair, members of the board, we do not have public comments on this item. The acceptance of public comment on this item is now closed.
Have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All right, Ms. Evans?
Madam Chair, members of the board, if I can have the Assistant Director of Finance and Administrative Services, Nydia Reynolds, to make a brief presentation on the items that are before you this evening.
All right.
Good evening, City
Good
Council
evening.
members. I'm Nydia Reynolds, Assistant Finance Director. This ordinance is to adopt and fix the millage rate of 8.3500 mills for fiscal year 2002 to 2003, which is 9.82% higher than the rollback rate of 7.6033. This millage rate is lower than the fiscal year 2022 millage rate of 8.4520. The rollback rate is the rate that would generate the same amount of property tax revenues in the prior year. The required display ad was published in the Palm Beach Post on September 18th. There are no revisions to the ordinance on first reading held on September 8th and what is before you this evening. I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
All right. Any questions or comments from the board?
None.
All right, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Madam Chair, members of the board, Ms. Reynolds stated 2002,
I thought I heard her
2003,
say that,
and it's
2002 and
2022.
2003. But then the second time she did say 2022 and 2023. At the very beginning, you said 2002 and 2003.
Oh, no, the fiscal year 2002 to 2003,
2022.
2022 to
And
2023. Sorry.
All righty. Thank you.
Councilperson Lawson.
Yes.
Pro Tem Lanier.
Yes.
Chair Miller Anderson.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, item 8B.
Ordinance number 4204, an ordinance of the City of Riviera Beach, Palm Beach County, Florida, making appropriations and establishing a budget for the fiscal year beginning on October 1st, 2022, and ending on September 30th, 2023, providing a severability clause and providing for an effective date. Madam Chair, members of the board, we do not have public comments on this item. The acceptance of public comments on this item is now closed.
Motion to approve ordinance 4204.
Second.
All right, Mr. Evans?
Madam Chair, members of the board, I'll turn this presentation over to Ms. Nydia Reynolds, Assistant Director of Finance and Administrative Services.
Ms. Reynolds?
Okay. This ordinance is to adopt the operating budgets for fiscal year 2002 through 2023. The required display advertisement was published in the September 18, 2002 publication of the Palm Beach Post. There are no revisions to the ordinance on first reading that was held on September 8th and what is before you this evening for approval.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Go ahead.
Just state the correction, it's 2022.
Did she say it again?
We don't know what happened in 2002, but
That must have been a good year.
I'm sorry, 2022. Sorry.
All righty. All right. Any questions? You said no public comment, right?
Correct.
Any questions or comments from the board?
none.
All right, Madam Clerk?
Councilperson Lawson.
Yes.
Pro Tem Lanier.
Yes.
Chair Miller Anderson.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, 8C.
Ordinance number 4205, an ordinance of the City of Riviera Beach, Palm Beach County, Florida, modifying and updating the city's five-year capital projects plan for fiscal years 2022, 2023 through 2026, 2027, providing for a severability clause and providing for an effective date. Madam Chair, members of the board, we do not have public comments on this item. The acceptance of public comments on this item is now closed.
Motion to approve ordinance 4205.
Second.
All right, Mr. Evans?
Madam Chair, members of the board, I'm going to turn this presentation over to Ms. Nydia Reynolds, Assistant Finance Director for the City of Riviera Beach, to present the 2022-2023 Capital Improvements Plan. Ms. Reynolds.
All right, Ms. Reynolds, 2022, 2023.
This ordinance is to modify and update the city's five-year capital projects plan for fiscal years 2022, 2023 through fiscal year 2026, 2027. There are no revisions to the ordinance on first reading that was held on September 8th to what is being presented before you tonight for approval.
All right, any questions or comments from the board?
None.
All right, Madam Clerk?
Councilperson Lawson.
Yes.
Pro Tem Lanier.
Yes.
Chair Miller Anderson.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay, do we have any public comment cards?
No,
General?
Madam Chair.
All righty, discussion by city manager?
Very briefly, Madam Chair, obviously the centennial celebration is coming up. The City of Riviera Beach will turn 100 on the 29th of September. So for our residents, we do have our front porch fireworks. So conceivably, anywhere that you live in the city, you should be able to see the fireworks festivities that will occur. And there's some other events that are going to occur. So please watch our social media as well as our city website for more information. And we will be pushing information to our community with regards to the activities and events. Certainly for those persons that have pets, I know it's a off time when we would provide, but we will send out some information that will let folks know that we will be shooting off fireworks on the 29th of September. That concludes my comments, Madam Chair.
Discussion by city attorney?
No comments, Madam Chair.
City council committee reports?
statements by the mayor and city council. We have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.